In this video, we are going to compress the given string using a specific algorithm. Hello, this is Jagan from growwithdata. I am posting this video to share my knowledge in Python language with you. If this assists you in your interview preparation anyways, I will be happy. Welcome to the 86th video of the Python interview question series. I have created a playlist Python interview questions 51 to 100 and I will be tagging this video to that playlist. The code we discussed in this video will be posted on the GitHub and the link will be provided in the video description. Now let's see the sample input data and we can talk about the question in detail. So we are given a string called word and we are asked to compress this word. So you have to first find the number of occurrences of each character and we have to embed the number of occurrences and then the character. So you have to check the maximum occurrences of A first. So A occurs once. So 1A and all the other alphabets occurs once max. So 1B, 1C, 1D, 1E. So 1E. So this is the expected output. So you have to find the maximum occurrences of each character and you have to write the occurrence and then the character. So A, B, C, D and E. So everything occurs once. So once occurs before the alphabet. So this is what the initial question is. This is a straightforward one and we have many simple ways to do it. The preferred way is creating a dictionary. Let's see how to do that. First, you have this word as the input variable and you are going to define the function diff growwithdata. The input is word. We are going to define a dictionary and we say for I in word, you're going to read every character from the string and we say the dictionary d of I equal to if there is the character exists before, then you get that number I comma 0. If there is no element, then you make it 0 and then you increment by 1. Let's see what this d is going to be. RETURN. Let's call the function and see what this returns. So it read all the elements and create a dictionary. So whatever the character is, that's going to be key and the number of occurrences is going to be the value. If you say multiple e's, then that e is going to increment that many times, right? So this is what the dictionary is. Now I'm going to have a output variable put output. I'm going to create a none string and then I'm going to read the dictionary for the key value in d dot. If you want to read both the key and value, I have to create items. I will say the output string equal to, you are going to concatenate the value first and then the character, the key. Now you return the output. Key plus here we have the return. We should not do that. So if you see this, we have 1A, 1B, 1C, 1D, 1E. So what we did, first we create a dictionary and whatever the character is, we just have the occurrences as the value and that character as the key. And then we are reading the key and value and we are concatenating the value, which is a numeric, so we convert that to string and then the key. So it will be the value is 1, the key is A. Value is 1, the key is B. Right? So this is the basic thing they said. You have to compress all the characters and you have to write it. But looks like it's a 5 character string and this is going to be 10. But the next level of question is, if you compress it and the occurrence is more than 9, the maximum, the utmost you can do is the 9 times. For example, I'm creating a string like this. word equal to, we have this many A's. We have 14 A's here and then 2 B's, right? So 14 A's and 2 B's. So what they are saying is you should not have the number more than 9. So at most you can do is 9. Then how will you manage it? So for this, what you have to do is you have to say 9A and then split this to the next value 5A. So 14 is split between 9 and 5. If it is going to be 15, then 9 and 6. So you have to split like that. And then 2B. So this is what the rule is. If more than 9, that most you can do is 9. So the whatever the overflow number, you have to go to the next one. If it's going to be 19, then 9A, 9A, A, 1A. Right? You have to split like that. So that is what the second condition is. So we can't run this program because it will do the complete aggregation 14, right? So we have to split that to 9. For that we don't have to do much of it. We are only place you can do is wherever you are concatenating, we are going to add a new value. We just say while the value is greater than 0. So what I'm going to do here, I'm just going to the output of string. Instead of value, I'll just say get the minimum of value or 9. The value is going to be 10, then you consider 9, right? And then the key. After that, you just subtract value minus equal to 9. You just subtract 9 from that value. So if the value is going to be 6, then the minimum of 6 and 9 is going to be 6. So it will be added 6A, right? And then when you convert 6 minus 9 is going to minus 3. While coming to the while loop, minus 3 is not greater than 0. So it will stop there. If it's 18, then it will go for 2 loops. First comes 18, it will check the 18 or 9, which one is minimum. So 9 is minimum. So you say 9A. And then comes here, 18 minus 9 is 9. It will come and check, is 9 greater than 0? Yes. It comes here, minimum of 9 and 9 is 9. So 9A again. And then comes here, 9 minus 9 is 0. It comes and check val greater than 0? No, it's equal to 0. So the while loop breaks. So 9A will be added to the output. Now let's run this. Now if we see this, the 14A is split between 9A and 5A. So it's a simple conversion process, right? We just added a small while loop and we did that operation. And there's another twist. What they are saying is, if the occurrence is not continuous, for example, if you say m or m, okay, let me bring it here. If this m or m, with this we just say 2 m's, right? Here is 1 m and here is 1 m. So 2 m, 1 r. But what they are saying is, if there is a break between the strings, the same character comes after a break, then you have to carry that position 1 m, 1 r, 1 m like this, right? So you have to carry that position. You should not do the complete aggregation and then you split with 9 multiples of 9. So what can be done? So this one is not going to work, right? Because the initial step itself, we are merging all the characters into one key and the count as the value. So this is not going to work if they want to keep that position. So what can we do? We are completely taking off this code and you're going to a new code. Here I'm going to start a new function, def growwithdata, input is word. I'm going to say the output, right, or the result, whatever it is. The string is going to be here, and then I'm going to have a variable to count how many elements or how many characters we read. I say while this I is less than the length of the word. The word is the input variable, right? So if the I, which is assigned as 0, we are going to increment it after in this while loop. So when it becomes greater than the length of the input variable, we have to stop. So the I is less than the length of the word. We are going to have a check of C equal to that character, the particular positions character, and then we are going to have a count variable to count how many times that character occurs. And then I have while loop. I check if the I is less than the length of the word, and that word of I is equal to the character which we assigned, right? The first character we took. If it's going to repeat the same character, and the count is less than 9, because we can't go beyond 9. If all these conditions satisfy, then you do the count equal to 1. So it will count till it's going to be 8 and 9. And then we say the I equal to I plus 1. So I will be compared between the length of the word, and then the count is going to increment till it's going to be 9. Now I am going to get the output, right? The output plus equal to the count, while when the while loop is done, the count of the characters plus whatever the character we are tracking. Now return the output. If you call this function now, let's see what happens. Now if you see this 1M, 1R, 1M, you just keep that position alive. So if you see this, first we are having an output variable which is a none value, and then we are having a variable I which is going to increment or read through the number of characters in the string. We just check if that I equal to 0, that less than length of the word, then you go through a loop. We just get the first character from that string and then compare that character with the next character, because we are incrementing I here. So we are going to read it. So I is less than the length of the word if it's not exceeding the length, and whatever the word we are going to read, the first is assigned here, and then the second, third, fourth, fifth, if everything is compared with the character, and if less than 9, if all this condition satisfies, then you get the count, and then you increment I. If you see this 1M, 1R, 1M. So if you want to find more test cases, so this is going to be the perfect way of using asset function. So if you see this, 14 times A is split between 9A and 5A, and then 2 B's. So we have 1 for every character. So it's 1A, 1B, 1C, 1D, 1E. And as we said, if there is multiple characters in multiple position, you make sure you keep that position if there is a different character in between. All these functions satisfies the condition. So if you see this, initially we had a very simple process: create a dictionary and just keep the key value pair and just print it. But there's a small twist given, right? You have to have the maximum of 9 as the position. If it's more than 9, you split between that. So we split, and then they said you have to keep up the position for that character also. If there is a different character in between, you have to give that space to that new character. So all this are explained here. If you want to practice this code, then you can go to growwithdata. This is going to be in the Python interview questions, the 51 to 100. The Tamil version also, Tamil Python interview questions 51 to 100. So every video has its code base in the GitHub. The GitHub link in the description here. If you click on this, it will take you to the code base, and we are talking about the string comparison 86, right? So here, if you see, we have the first simple step, and then the twist of maximum 9. The third one is you keep up the position. So all the code are here. If you want to join the WhatsApp channel, there is a link here. You can use this link and join Grow with Data WhatsApp channel. So hope you like this video, and thanks for watching.